In order to publish my pages, what you see is what you get site builder called 350 pages, and I still use them and I really like them. However, when my website got larger and larger, it became a bit arduous process. The file manager within what you see is what you get website company gets a little bit bogged down when you get a lot of pages, and by a lot I mean around 300 to 350 pages. I started to get concerned because I know that owning my web pages is a lot better than having them with, I don't have access to a root directory or to the file manager system, 350 pages, so I can't set up an htaccess file as an example. I can't put an indicator on my pages to go back to the top. There's a lot of limitations when you have a what you see is what you get website builder. It makes it very easy to get pages published to the internet quickly. That's where it was a very good thing for me, and it still is. But as the website got larger, I wanted to have access to my documents and have full authority over everything with them. I needed to learn how to code in HTML. And having a what you see is what you get builder helped me to actually learn how to code a little bit in HTML. If you've ever used a site builder company, the what you see is what you get type with the graphics that you can use. Well, if you look at your paragraph text boxes, they're set up so that you can code it yourself with HTML, but you can also open up a text box, type everything in, and if you switch over from the regular view to the HTML view, you can get a little bit of an idea of what coding with HTML entails, and you can get some of the clues about how it works. And I needed to pick a web host, and I chose a name. I wasn't happy with them. I didn't get any help. Now, they're not supposed to help you to learn how to code in HTML, but after a little bit of time, I became aware of the fact that I knew more than the agents in that company knew, the people answering the phones. What I wanted to talk today was about an FTP client. FTP is a file transfer protocol. So I spent about a year with them in between making my own pages, which I was getting up to the internet just fine on 350 pages, and I needed better help than that. Understood after a while that they didn't understand how to build a web page. So I switched and I changed to GoDaddy. I like GoDaddy a lot. When I have questions about anything, I can call them, and the people at GoDaddy, they're all trained. They have all been shown how to build their own web pages. In fact, they'll give you the URL and you can go right to their web address where to show you the site that they've built, because they understand how to build a website. I'm really happy with them. It might have been at GoDaddy or somewhere where though told me about FileZilla, which is a file transfer protocol, the free FTP solution. I want to explain about the difference between FileZilla, a file transfer protocol company. A file FTP company is you create your HTML document on your computer on a program like Notepad++ is what I use. So you learn how to build a document in a hypertext markup language in HTML. And after you do that, you save it to your documents and you establish an account, which is free. I had GoDaddy as my web host, and I had my domains transferred into them to GoDaddy, and then what you do with FileZilla is you download it to your computer, so it's actually a software program that takes up memory on your computer. There's complications and problems that I found with it. Here's another thing. If you open this system on one of your pieces of equipment, you can't access it on two separate computers because you have one. It's difficult. It was difficult for me. You get a number to set it up with, and it was just complicated, and I couldn't figure out how to open it up on my other laptop, so I used this laptop. When I could have created a document on Notepad++ on the other laptop, saved it, and then mailed it, or transferred it through an external hard drive or through a memory stick into this computer and then uploaded it to FileZilla. But that, you can see that's a lot of work, more work, and you don't want more work. What I found out finally was that GoDaddy has its own file transfer protocol, FTP system. So here's your GoDaddy account. Sign into your GoDaddy account. Within GoDaddy, you have a file transfer protocol system. With FileZilla, I used to upload the document to them, and you have two screens. One is the your own documents. Your own documents off of your computer are all listed in one pane, and on the right hand side is another pane, which is your files with FileZilla, and you'd upload them. You would transfer it from your system into that system, and then from there it would get sent automatically to your GoDaddy account, to your web host. The FTP client does that for you. But I found out that you could eliminate the middleman, and I don't know why nobody told me about that initially. But if you have a GoDaddy specifically, I know they have their own FTP system built in to GoDaddy. So all I had to do was go into my account with GoDaddy and upload through their FTP system, upload the document from my computer, from my documents or my desktop, and then just click browse and upload and overwrite. If it's a previous file that you already have in there and you adjust it or update it, then you just click check off write over the document that's by that same name. And it made it very easy. I cut out the middleman. Website building, for me, I'm learning everything as I go. I'm learning from great people like Lisa Irby. She's the host and the creator of To Create a Website, which is a great source for all website information that you might want to have. Learning from Darren Rouse. Darren is he's from the United Kingdom, and he is the pro blogger. He is a professional blogger, and he's got a lot of blogs, and he's been making a living online for a few years, and so has Lisa Irby. So I learn a lot from them. And as a website host myself, or as I like to call myself a website operator or website technician, because it just feels like a good name that fits. I like GoDaddy. It's working well for me. I would recommend them. You know what? They're very professional. I've worked in the middle of the night from my home, and I picked up the phone and called GoDaddy in the middle of the night. And there's nothing different about the assistance you get in the middle of the night as you do during the daytime. And if they don't know, they'll find out and they get back to you. They're a very professional company. And the FTP client makes it great because you don't need someone like FileZilla. You just cut out the nonsense and the middleman. And it's not a software that gets downloaded into your computer either, which FileZilla is. And so it just makes a lot more sense. Thank you. Bye-bye.